Hey everybody,
Hey everybody.
it's July 7th, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
It's Will and Axel,
Yep, Will and Axel.
and today's topic is sovereignty of God. You've always heard me say it, you've always heard me use it. Now we're going to explain it to you. Go ahead, Axel, give him a little 411.
Sovereignty of God is the belief that we believe that everything isn't necessarily predetermined, but at least your life isn't predetermined. But sovereignty of God means everything that will happen by seemingly random is already predetermined by God. How you react to it is different, because that's the free will. Go ahead, go on.
That was pretty good. That was pretty doggone good. Everything is already determined by God.
But how you react to it.
But how you react to it is your free will. Okay, so people say like, why are there so many wars? Why are there so many battles? Why does God do this? Well, God doesn't do anything. That's the way people reacted to it. It's the sovereignty of God, and that's the way it's already been written. If you believe in God and you believe in the Bible, you believe everything's already predestined. It's going to happen.
Sometimes I do believe that certain major historical events involving people could is also sovereignty of God, because those people happen to be there at the same exact time.
Somebody lost a leg.
That's a vape pen.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
But yeah, that's right.
Go on.
Well, I'm sovereignty to God. And a good example would be like, I like to say the example of one uncle and my cousin. Had a cousin named Gilbert and my uncle Johnny. Gilbert was my cousin, my first cousin, and he worked very hard. He went. He was a Marine. He got out of the Marines. He got married. He bought his house, and every time he wanted to go on a vacation, instead of taking his family anywhere, what he would do is he'd take his vacation during the Los Angeles County Fair, and he would take the 2 weeks and work the fair, and with all the money, he would put it away and save it, put it in a savings account, and so that time went on, and that's all he really did is work. He never really went anywhere that I know of. He had 2 daughters. I ain't gonna say anything about them. Not really much to say about them. And he worked very hard for his money, but one day he was still very young. I think he was in his 60s. He got sick, and before you knew it, he died. I mean, with all that money, it was left to his wife. And not saying that you shouldn't leave your money to your wife or your children, but I don't really.
It's meant to be used.
Yeah, it is meant to be used, and I don't really think they appreciated him anyway very well, because I personally know them, and I don't think they really appreciated his hard work. My other one is my uncle Johnny. He retired from Lockheed, and would always say, I'm gonna work, I'm gonna retire, and my I can't wait for us to go traveling, and we're gonna have such a good time. Well, he retired finally after like 35 years or something like that, and he was after the first year of retirement, everything went fine, and then he got sick, and he always had diabetes, but after a year of retirement, they had to cut off his leg, and then his foot, and then they had to cut off a leg, and then after they cut off the leg, it wasn't no more than 2 days in the hospital, had a major heart attack and died. 1 year after retirement, it's always saying like, putting all this money away, we're gonna fly away, and fly me to the moon, and all that.
Exactly.
Didn't happen. And just shit happens. But so really, you can. What was that thing we said about plans? You can make all the plans you want. But what was the other one? I forgot about it.
If you it's like make plans and God will laugh.
Yeah, but we said that earlier. No.
It's like
You can make all the plans you want,
but you can't. You only have.
But you don't know how your plans are going to work out.
Yeah.
Because you don't have control of them. You can plan, when I'm going to go to school, I'm going to go to this, I'm going to be a teacher, I'm going to do real estate. You can make those plans. You can save and do whatever you want, just like my uncles and my cousin.
And it could work out, or it could not.
Well, it could work out and it could not, but you don't control
Whether
the
it does,
outcome,
yeah.
whether it does or it doesn't, because that's what they call
Plan.
sovereignty of God.
God, yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. It's already worked out. If you're supposed to die during a certain time, whether you get killed in a car accident or
Boomerang.
or something else, it's sovereignty of God, I guess. I mean,
Exactly.
well, then you go like, oh, wait a minute, God doesn't plan you to get killed by a car. No, you're right, He doesn't. That's what you call free will. See, somebody had to get behind the car and not pay attention, or somebody had to be behind the car and drinking and driving, and they're the one who killed your brother, your friend, or whatever, your family member, because of their free will to be distracted, or to drink, or to do something they weren't supposed to do. Or even your family members were distracted or didn't do what they were supposed to do, and they got in a horrible accident. That's is it sovereignty of God,
Well,
or is it free will that you died? I don't know.
There's something I want to say about this.
Say it.
Sometimes I believe that sovereignty of God does plan for the people's death. Because remember, Dad, we believe that Earth is temporary.
It is temporary.
And it's just for the now. But
Yeah.
afterwards, forever. And I'm one of the belief that some deaths can be sovereignty of God, because think about all the people who die of car crashes, and that in turn leads to somebody discovering that their whole thing is to stop car crashes in America or something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you can't account for stuff like that. But it's
Well,
all.
I got a good one for you too.
Because God knows everything.
I got one for you too.
Yeah.
Check this one out.
Yeah.
What if a car crash was meant to save your life just for a little bit longer, for you could realize all the bad you did, and so that you could correct all your wrongs? What if you were in a car crash and they discovered you had a real bad disease that would lead to death one day, and you were given a second chance? Is that sovereignty of God?
Yeah, that's sovereignty.
I believe it too. There you go.
should know.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
So that's good, Axel. Well, on that little note, ladies and germs, are you done? You need to add anything
I'm
else?
done. I'm just going up. Hello.
Adios, gato.
Adios, gato.